Assalamu alaikum. In part 1, we have learned how to say 3 new expressions: hi, good morning, and good evening. In this video, we will continue learning the greetings. All words and expressions, as you already know from video number 1, will be in the description below. Also, if you have any question, you can send me on my mail or leave it in the comments. If you haven't watched video number 1, please return back and watch it before continue this video. The first expression for today is how to say how are you in Arabic. How are you is only one word in Arabic, which is ازيك. 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 As we already learned from the video number 1 that when you have a word, try to make it into syllables. So ازيك. ازيك. As you can see here, ازيك. So that's the first part and that's the second part. ازيك is how to say how are you in Arabic. And take care, in Arabic we have like 2 you. One for males and one for females. So many expressions will be different from saying them to masculine and saying them to feminine. One of them is ازيك. So ازيك here is for males. And I'm saying yak. ازيك. But if I'm saying it to a female, it will be ازيك. Yek, down sound. So ازيك, up sound, ازيك, down sound. For responding to how to say ازيك, it's so easy and many people already use it. It is saying alhamdulillah. So the response is saying thanks God. Thanks God, which is alhamdulillah. As you can see, thanks God is a religious expression. But we already mentioned before that the religion really affects the language. So alhamdulillah is an Islamic expression, but all people use it to say thanks God. You will say thanks God in almost all situations. Like you are happy, you are sad, you will say thanks God. Maybe after responding alhamdulillah, you can like state like how do you feel. If you are feeling sad, if you are feeling good, you will state it. But alhamdulillah is like the basic answer for anyone who asks you how are you doing. The next way to ask someone about how are they doing is asking by saying عامل ايه. عامل ايه. Let's write it. عامل ايه. It's 2 words, which is also how are you. عامل ايه. عامل ايه. عامل ايه is how to ask someone how are you, and the response will be the same, saying alhamdulillah. You can answer by saying fine, thanks God, or fine, alhamdulillah. So saying fine means كويس. كويس. عامل ايه and كويس here both are for males. So let's learn how to say them for females. If I'm talking to a female and asking her how are you, I will change عامل to عاملة. عاملة. عاملة ايه. عاملة ايه. Not عامل. I will say عاملة. عاملة ايه. And for كويس, when she responds as a female, she will say كويسة. كويسة. So I added a ha sound. So عاملة كويسة is the second way to change from masculine to feminine. The first way was saying ازيك. ازيك, down sound. But here I'm adding a sound which is عاملة كويسة, That's the difference between masculine and feminine. So the first way was down sound, زيك, يك. And the second way is adding the ha sound to the word, which is عامل, I make it عاملة. كويس, I make it كويسة. Those are the two ways to ask someone about how are you. There are other ways to ask someone how are you, but if you want to know more about them, you can join our one-to-one classes via Zoom or follow our page to see more shorts which will contain the extra expressions. When you reach this part of the video, you already learned like 6 or 7 new expressions. Make sure before continue the video that you already know them well. If you didn't, listen again and hear my pronunciation, how I say them. If you say them well, okay, continue watching the video. If not, pronounce them out loud till you mimic my way of saying the expressions. At the end of the conversation, when you meet someone, you want to say, it was nice to see you, or I am happy that I saw you. In Arabic, we have the same expression, which is اتبسطت. اتبسطت. You have to divide it because it's a new word and there is many like sounds. اتبسطت. اتبسطت. إني شفتك. اتبسطت إني شفتك. 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 اتبسطت إني شفتك is saying it was nice to see you. It was nice to see you. اتبسطت إني شف. It's an F. شفتك. شفتك. By the way, this expression is a bit hard, so take your time till you get it. Re-listen again to the last 30 seconds and try to say it again. اتبسطت إني شفتك. شفتك. Take care of this F sound because many students struggle for putting the F before the T sound. شفتك. 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 That's for male. If I'm talking to a female, I will change شفتك, the up sound, to شفتك, the down sound. So for female, I will say اتبسطت إني شفتك. The next expression is saying to someone, see you later. See you later. See you later is أشوفك بعدين. The last one was اتبسطت إني شفتك. شفتك and أشوفك are similar because both means see. So أشوفك. 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 أشوفك means see you and later means بعدين. أشوفك بعدين. أشوفك بعدين. And the other one will be أشوفك بعدين. So for a male I would say أشوفك and for a female I will say أشوفك. And in chapter 2 it will be like the video for learning the difference between masculine and feminine and how to change and how not to change and everything related to this topic. We will talk about it in the next video. So أشوفك بعدين is how to say see you later. أشوفك or أشوفك بعدين. بعدين. The ain sound sometimes is a bit difficult in the beginning of the language, but don't worry. When you try more, when you practice more, you will get it. But don't stress yourself now because we are just in the second class. Don't stress yourself to know how to say it quickly. No, take your time. It's the a sound. A sound. So أشوفك بعدين. بعدين. The last expression in the greetings chapter is saying bye. Bye means مع السلامة. مع السلامة. Or if I'm saying it with a normal speed, مع السلامة. مع السلامة. مع السلامة. مع السلامة means bye, and it will be the same for masculine and feminine as it just saying bye. So مع السلامة is just bye. السلامة as a word means safety or safe. So I'm wishing the person who's leaving me to go and be safe. So مع السلامة, like go with safety. So that's the meaning of مع السلامة. So in this part we learned some new expressions. We start saying hi in part 1 and good morning and good evening. In part 2 we learned how to say how are you in 2 ways, and we also learned how to respond by saying alhamdulillah and saying fine thank you, which is كويس or كويس الحمد لله. That was all for today. If you have any question, leave it in the comments or send me on mail, or if you want to start one-to-one classes, also send me on my email. See you. مع السلامة.